Here we go. We are live. I believe we are. Hello, everybody. I'm Sébastien Morel, CTO at Crystallize, and I'm today with Vasil.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to join Sebastian today for this live presentation.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about pricing and more specifically, promotion and price list. So before to start talking about this, we probably need to give some context to our viewer, right? So how does it work, the pricing in Crystallize, Vasil?
Yeah. Okay. So if you share my screen, so let me probably set the scene here first, to kind of to tell you what we are looking at. So here is the storefront for our furniture boilerplate that we're using quite often. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of products already with prices on them. So let's grab one of them to see how is actually that price set in Crystallize in the admin part. For example, if I get this Smack robot over here, as you can see here, the current price, kind of the official price is €209, but currently is on discount 10%, which is 189. So if I go to the Crystallize admin panel for this specific product, you see here we have prices for different variants. So the pricing in Crystallize is based on a price variant. So each price variant may or may not have a different price. And as you can see, for our main kind of default price variant, we have €209. It's exactly what actually we saw over here. And then we have a bunch of other product variants with different prices. But then if I go into this price variant, you see over here, we have the section that displays the price variants. And here we have a retail price of 209, but also we have a sales price of 189. And this 189 is actually exactly what we see here. So this is kind of the discounted price. So that said, kind of one way to manage prices in Crystallize is using the price variants for each product variant, where we can define different price variants. As you can see, this scales retail, but it could be B2B, B2C, a lot of different options, right? It's up to us to define what kind of price variants we may have. And then in this case, we have also a sales price variant, which we use to discount this current item that we are looking at.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's nice, right? This is also where we could manage different currencies if we wanted to, right? So, and I guess this front end is actually set up to fetch the retail price, and if there is a sales price, it would take it and display whatever we've seen, right? Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
exactly.
And do you think that will be a good option to, if let's say I want to handle Black Friday, right? I want to do a special pricing for a short period of time. Would you recommend me to actually create a new price variant and handle that in the code, or there is a better way?
Yeah. So this is actually a really good example, Sebastian, about the Black Friday. In Black Friday, this is one of these periods where we want to adjust the price to a lot of items and then make it that available just for a short time of period. What we may have kind of as a problem here using this approach, where we have different price variants for sales and retail, is that we need to adjust this price variant for each of the product variants separately, and that kind of may take time, and it's error prone and so on. So one different way that actually we can use to set the prices in Crystallize is using price lists. The price lists allows us to adjust the price by a fixed amount for different product variants for temporary time or like permanent. And each price list also can be connected to a market. Think of it, a market is like a specific segment where we can say that we have a market which is, let's say, B2B Europe or B2C Europe, and then we can adjust the prices only for that specific market. And if the user who is visiting our page is part of that market, the user may get the different price. So since these prices that I'm talking about in the price list, they're kind of a special price, recently we introduced a new feature in Crystallize, which is called special prices. And I want to kind of show you how it looks. So over here on the left-hand side in the toolbar, you see we added a new icon, which is called special prices. So when I click on it, we get to see the price list that we created currently here on the left-hand side. And on the main part of the page, we see a timeline that shows all of our current price lists, like where the price list starts and where it's going to end, and kind of different periods, and we know which price list is actually active and which not. Cool. So let's see how actually we can use a price list, for example. I will go back here to our storefront and look at this couch over here that we have. So you see that actually this couch is currently quite discounted, 80%. I love that. From original price of 4,000 something down to less than 1,000. So let's see how is this actually this price generated. I will go back to our price lists, and over here for this demo we defined one price list which is called demo livestream. So what is interesting here is that in the price list we can define which SKUs or which product variants will be affected by the price list, and this is what you see here at the top. If I scroll a little bit down, we can define the time frame for the price list. We can define markets if we want. If not, it will apply everywhere. And then we can define also the mechanisms, if it's going to be percentage, relative, or absolute price, and for which price variants the price list will take effect. So if we define SKUs, then the price list will affect just these SKUs. But if we don't define any SKUs, then we have the option to actually target all products. So we can set the price list to all products. See where actually the kind of the nice part of working with the price list comes, because we don't need to go in each and every product to adjust the price. We can just go and say like either adjust it to this set of items or just to all items for specific market if you want, or make it work everywhere. So here we have one product variant, which is actually exactly this one over here on the screen. And as you can see, currently it's discounted by 80%. Exactly what we see there on the screen. And this is the original price, and this is the price after the discount. So when I go back, you see that we are displaying that. So here we are also fetching the price list for this product variant. And if it's part of a price list, which is active and everything, then we will display also the amount from the price list. And this is what we do over here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what I understand here, we have different ways, right, to actually end up with a good front end. And some people could imagine to actually change the price of all the product in their entire tenant, but that would be like really cumbersome to do, right? Because you would need to go back to the tenant after the period of the Black Friday, for instance, to actually re-upload the price. So it's really annoying. It's so much better to just set up a time frame, a modifier or a mechanism, and then you have the API returning you the best price, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is definitely and exactly the goal of the price list.
Yeah, and maybe one thing about the price list that I think is going to make it easier for people to understand is like the price list works with the catalog. Think of it like you are changing the price for your items in the catalog, and the catalog is actually what you display on your front store. So adjusting the prices in your catalog with price lists is actually what you display in your website. So the price lists, they affect the catalog. Kind of, this is a thing that just keep in mind.
Exactly, because now what happens if I want to give you a special discount, Vasil? You are a special customer. I want to give you a special discount. How would you manage that? It's not that clear, right? So that's why we have introduced something a little even newer than price list.
Yeah, that's true. So that's actually where the promotions come into play. This is a new concept that we just introduced in Crystallize, where it allows setting us special prices just to you, as we say. Let me show what I'm talking about. So I'll go back to our the new special prices feature, and as you can see here at the top we have the price lists, but here at the bottom we have the promotions. So the promotions are these mechanisms that allow us to change the price in our cart. Think of it like you are adding some items to your cart, and now you want to give some discount. based on amount or based on a coupon, based on the number of items that you added or a specific item that you added. So these are already discounts that you get once you get to the cart. So that's why I said, like in the beginning, the price list affects the catalog, and the promotions, they affect the cart. So let me show you, probably let's set up here a promotion and then see how that will be reflected on the page. First, I'll start by I'll go back here, and I really like this baby tea coffee machine, close to 3,000 something euro. Isn't it nice? What do you think, Sebastian?
I think it's a little bit expensive for coffee, but good coffee is important.
Okay, so I'll go and buy the black one just because I like it. So I'll add it here to the cart. And when I go to the cart, you see that I have the machine in the cart, and the price currently is 3,200.
No discount, yeah. There is no discount, nothing. Okay.
So, but since I'm special here, I can do a special offer for me. So
let's do it for everyone at first. Let's do it for everyone in the world.
Yeah, that's true. So let's go and create a new promotion. The way to create a new promotion is here from the plus button at the top, and then we will create a promotion. So first here, I'll start with, let's say this is discount. Discount. This is just the name of my promotion, and this is the identifier. So what we see here, let me maybe just talk about a little bit of the options that we have here, because as you see, there are quite a bit and more to come. So what is important for a promotion is to set what is the mechanism, or this is kind of the part that you see at the top. So this is probably the name, and the mechanism are the required things for the promotion. And the mechanism is like if the promotion is going to be, as you can see, percentage, relative, fixed amount, or X for Y. And I will go and change that in a bit, but let's take a look at the other options that we have here. So for example, here we have also a period. We can say that the promotion will be valid from 2 weeks before, let's say 2 weeks before Black Friday, or 2 weeks after, it depends. So we just need to set the start and end date. And then we have these two concepts here of triggers and targets. So the triggers are what exactly triggers your promotion. And this could be like, let's say that if you are buying a laptop, this is the trigger, you may want to give the discount on some accessories, right? So then this will be your target. And this is why we distinguish between triggers and targets, because they are not always the same. It doesn't mean that if you buy something, then you apply the discount on the same thing. It could be
exactly. Yeah.
And as part of this here, we have also coupons, right? Where you say that if you add this coupon as a target, then as a trigger, then you can target like whatever items you want. If you don't specify anything, it's going to target everything. Cool. So how about setting simple discount promotion here, and then see how that's going to be reflected?
Let's get 20% to everyone.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start with I'll give 50 because I'm on a good mood.
Go for it.
Yeah, 50%. Then I'll start I'll set the period here, just so we know where actually it runs from. So just for July, this is a promotion that runs for actually 2 months. Okay, and then here for the trigger, I will set a SKU, and here we see that we opens the catalog. And I'll go to the shop kitchen, and I will grab the baby tea coffee machine over here, and I'll drop it. And I'll say that this applies to these 3 product variants, so these 3 SKUs. I'll add them, and now we have all of this. And as you can see here, we have also the option to include and exclude, and we're going to cover that in a little bit. Just a bit. Cool. So then I'll go and set this promotion, so this discount. And as you can see, our coffee machine, the one that I just put it in my basket, is it's already set as a target. So if I go back here and I will refresh the page, you see that now immediately we got the promotion, because the promotion is active. It's targeting exactly the machine that I bought. 50%, easy. Now the total price is just 1,600. Isn't it amazing?
Nice. That was fast. And then to see the difference between catalog and this cart, the checkout process kind of word / context, we can call that the context, right? If you go back to the catalog, would you see the discount in the front end? If you browse the front end, we are not going to see that price, right? Which makes sense because this is based on your cart and
Yes.
your cart only. That's the difference between the price list, right? Now, just to make it clear for everyone, it's exactly what we want. We have some promotion on the cart because it's specific to you, to the amount, the quantity that you have in your cart, the total value of the cart, discount code if you have one, a customer group or customer identifier if you have one. We're going to discuss this, but yeah, the two different words are very important to understand: catalog and checkout process / cart.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe let me show one type of promotion because it's a little bit interesting, I think. So let's go and change this promotion. And instead of choosing the percentage mechanism this time, right? What we can do, we can choose X for Y. That means if we buy X amount, then we just pay the Y amount. So let's say that this is going to be 3 for 2. This is quite often, right? You buy three items of the same type, then in the end you just pay 2 of them, and the third one you get for free. So let's try that one. I'll here update, and I'll go back. So currently we have just 2 items in our cart. So let's see what's going to happen if I add a third one. Boom! You see immediately that since we have 3 of the same, or 3 of the one that are kind of from our targets, we are getting one for 100% free, right? Discounted completely, and then we are just paying 2 of them.
And so it would have worked with the 2 other one that you put, the SKU?
Yeah, as long as it's targeting the items that we have in our target for the promotion, it will discount exactly. It will get the price for 2 of them and just give you the third one for free.
Should we try? Because I know, because many clients have asked for this feature, that usually the one that you get discounted, I mean, the one that you get for free, should be the cheapest, right? So is it working this way?
Yeah, let's try it.
So it was.
Which one is the cheapest, actually?
I think it's the black. The red is more expensive. Red 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So put 2 reds. Yeah. So if you add more reds, we should see that only the black is discounted. Nice.
Yeah. So we
Pretty
have
good.
As you can see, the more expensive one is not discounted. Then the cheaper one is discounted 100%, and because we had 2 of them, so we could just get the other one at the normal price as before. Even if I remove this one, you see that the thing still stays the same because the last one is not affected yet by the promotion. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is really interesting and it looks fancy, but like, how does it really work behind the scene? That's what I'm more interested, like to go a little bit more technical and maybe talk about the tricks behind the scene that's going on.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a way for you to send it over to me, right? So how does it work? So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to deep dive a little things is working. And by the way, I remember that this boilerplate is fully open source. So you can go there, you can install it already. And the trick to make it work using the promotion system is actually to use the Shop API, right? You may have heard about the Shop API. We did a live stream on this some weeks ago, but the Shop API is mainly providing a way for you to save the cart. So you can save the cart there. You can send the SKU, and the Shop API is going to fetch the data in Crystallize, do the computation about pricing and taxes and everything, and return the total, right? That was Shop API before the promotion system. Since we deployed the promotion system, well, if you have promotions in your tenant, the Shop API is going to go one more step, and it's going to look at the promotion and all the mechanisms that we're going to discuss in a moment, and it will do the computation on the cart to apply the promotion. This is how it is working. So if I go back in here, and every time you click on Add to Cart, we add it to the Shop API. Shop API is actually managing everything it has to manage in terms of calculation, and it will try to apply the promotion. How does it do that? In a very simple way. We go to the promotion list. We look, does it apply? Does all the triggers are matching? And then we apply the calculation on top of the current card and we return it. This is definitely how works the mechanism behind the scene. And everything you see here, it's actually not completely finished in terms of UI. We released it because you can do a lot already, but the API itself can do way more. So I propose that we do a little bit of technical things. We're going to look at the shop API, build a little cart, and see what's going on. And I'm going to grab this SKU.
And probably we can set different use cases, so actually people can see how they can take advantage of the shop API and the promotion system altogether.
Yeah.
Great.
So this is a very simple shop API things. So I do that, and the shop API is going to retrieve the data that I'm asking, right? So I just provide a quantity of 1 if I want to, and I can get stuff. Here, it's not really useful. Let's get a little bit more information, and what is interesting for us here, it's the total. Let's do that, and let's get some discount if we have some percent and amount. So when I do that, well, I have the price of the red one, like we did together, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So this is shop API. If I change this, I have twice the price, right? Nothing crazy. Now let's imagine we do exactly what we did with Vasil. Let me get back the black one. Go back here, and let's add another item in our cart. So this is what the boilerplate is doing behind the scene. It was T black, pretty simple. So here we see nothing happened, right? But now if I have one more quantity, 3 for 2, did it work? I think it did work. So now we need to know, right? So we need to display. No, it didn't work. So why did it not work? T black, T red, fourniture. This is where I'm pretty sure our boss board is watching and he likes when it's debug time. He likes it. He likes it.
He's always the best.
Baby.
The promotion is active.
Interesting. No discount. Why? So first that's okay. We're going to figure this out. So this is the shop API, right? Now, what you need to know is we are saving the promotion somewhere, and we are also saving the promotion in the shop API. So let's have a look at how it looks like to make sure that the promotion is still there, and all the options that we have in a promotion. So for that, the shop API has an admin part, right? So if I go there, I can reset that, and I look at the schema. Here we have mutation, and we have a new mutation. So this is definitely new. Before, you could query the cart, the different cart that you have. This is also very interesting for you if you want to do abandoned cart and stuff like that. You can query the existing promotion, how many times the promotion has been used, etc. So we're going to release the documentation now about all that stuff for the new stuff about promotion. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to query the promotion first, just to see what's going on.
Okay, let's see what's in there.
See, there is no promotion here, and I know why.
You're in a different tenant, or?
No, I'm local. I'm on my computer, so obviously I didn't create any promotion. So that's good. That's good because that's why it didn't work in the first place. So let's create a promotion together on my local. And why do I? Why am I on my local? Because I just want to bypass authentication, because it would be not really cool for you to watch playing with the token and everything. But if you go to the documentation, Of course, to play with the Shop API, you need the token. Everything is documented. So now we're just going to create the promotion manually, which is kind of cool to see anyway. So let's do a promotion.
API, it doesn't use the UI, and I'm sure a lot of people also will be doing that. So this is going to be interesting. Let's definitely create the same one, 3 for 2, and then see the result that's expected.
So let's do both. Let's do the simple one and live promo. Let's do the simple one and the 3 for 1. So we can give it a name so it can be displayed in the UI. And as Vatin mentioned, most important, the mechanism. So here you have different mechanism. We're going to use the percentage and the value. Let's make it 20%. Okay. And if I just do that, it's actually enough. We have a promotion. There is no trigger, no target. So everything will be discounted. And boom, see, here it's not perfect, that calculation kind of things, because we have the price in Crystallize with decimal. So I'm just going to manage this here and see, okay, now we're good. So here you can see, and we can also, from the Shop API, get the price directly of the item, right? Not in the input, but if I go there, for each item in my cart, I can have the detail. I can have the price in here and price. What do we do? Yeah.
That price will be used instead of the price that is defined in Crystallize, or?
This price is the computation for your quantity. So this one, So tax amount, and if we have discount, we also have access to the discount in here. So this is line per line. So if I do that, we're going to see the 20% here for each item, which makes sense because we've decided that we apply this promotion to only this item. So now let's have another look, and let's say that we're going to apply the promotion only on this guy. So I go back to the admin, and I'm going to say, okay, this promotion will be triggered only if I have in my cart this SKU. So if I have this SKU in my cart, the promotion will still apply. Let's see if it's working. Cool. And it applies on both, right? Which makes sense. Yeah. This is what we described. There is no target. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say that if we have the baby T red in the cart, we're going to apply 25 on the T black if we have it as well, right? It's a little bit weird, but we can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's exactly the concept I was talking about earlier, where we have different triggers and targets, right? So the promotion is triggered by something, but it applies on something else.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good use case here.
And here, actually, this one is a little bit complex to understand, but the most useful scenario here, we're going to do it after. It's for the shipping cost. But now let's try. So now I do that, and boom. No more discount for baby T red, but then we have 20. I said 25%, right? So to make it right, 25. Go back, reload, then 25%.
Nice.
And this one is not discounted, and so at the end, in the total, it's not 25% anymore, right? Because the calculation has been done, all the friction has been removed from you, which is pretty nice. So this one usually would be used this way, right? You would say probably that the trigger is, okay, if in my cart I have more than 100 euros of dollars,
exactly.
I want, yeah, exactly, right? I would just say, I don't know, if I have an SKU for shipping cost, I would do shipping cost and 100%. Boom, right? That would be it. Or I could do fixed value of 0. Boom, same stuff. Right? Again, different mechanism means different things. You can have a look. We have a mechanism also which dynamics fixed. So this one is kind of interesting. When you do that, it means that everything is $10. Somehow you put everything. The end price of everything that matching, it's actually $10. This kind of things.
Yeah. What about a different use case that kind of popping up in my mind? So let's say that if we have in the basket X amount of items, then we get discount on accessories or something different.
Yeah.
How can we set that with the promotion system?
Yeah. So let's say when you buy a laptop, you want to get 10% on accessories, right? So the trigger would be you have to buy a laptop, right? So let's imagine the SKU is laptop. So that would be this, if I can type in, and let's say minimum quantity would be 1.
Or if you buy 3 laptops, then you get discount, right? Because you buy a what? Could be as well.
Yeah, it could be also. Yeah, and we'll see that we have even more complex. And we're going to complexify this one right after. So one laptop target, let's say we don't want to target every single SKU. So here it's an abuse of language. There is no topics on SKU, it's on the product. But let's imagine that you have a topics on your product, which means that the SKU will have this topic somehow. So here would be 10% on every accessories. So this one would work.
Just with few lines of code.
Yeah. We have a lot. We have a lot where I'm going to show you because you could also make it repeatable. So we have a concept of limitation when you say, okay, this is repeatable, which means that if you buy 2 laptops, because you could do crazy stuff, read the documentation. So this would mean, okay, for every computer, every laptop that you buy, you have actually 1 accessory to 10%. But if you buy 2 laptops, then you have 2 accessories, and then you can switch this. We're going to write the documentation. That's going to be complex. Of course, you can have more than that. Let's have a look at the capabilities somehow. So the period, we've seen it, the trigger. So what do we have? SKU, path, Crystallize is hierarchical. So you can say, okay, in /shop, I want that. Product IDs, topics, minimum value of the cart, quantity, currencies, right? Because you can be multi-currencies and you want a promotion to apply only if it's in euro. Makes sense, right? Or you can have 2 different promotion, one for euro and one for USD, for instance. It makes sense, this kind of promotion per currency, when you are not playing with percentage, but you are more playing with specific value. Markets.
And question here about the currencies, does it need to match price variant in Crystallize, or it could be any string that you can pass there for the currency?
It's an interesting point here. So the cart itself doesn't know about price variant, right? Because as soon as you create, when we hydrate the cart, we can tell the shop API, hey, for the price, I would love to get the sales price, right? But I would love you to compare with the default price. So this is definitely the first part of this live stream where we are playing with the price list and the price variant. The shop API is smart enough to get the price based on that. And then the shop API will put prices on every item based on this. Then the promotion are going to be applied. So at this moment, the currency is there already. It's set up by the price variant. So here it's just a string. We just compare the string. Yeah. So market, customer. We were talking about that earlier. How to do coupon. Well, in Shop API, in the context, it's new with promotion. Now you can do voucher code. It's in the price context, obviously, because it's implied. You can do voucher code, and you can say, I don't know, disco crazy. And this is what you would put in your promotion as a trigger. So here, if I want to, I want to make sure that this is only when you have a coupon, that would be this. So same approach, but only if you have a coupon. If we want to make it ultra simple, you want to give 20% on everything with a coupon. That's it.
Yeah, great, easy.
And also we have more. We always have more. Here you can do max usage. This is kind of tricky. It means that the shop API is actually counting. So we are doing the heavy lifting for you. This is going to be, we're going to count how many times this code has been used. Then if it's used more than 3 times, it's not going to work anymore. And then of course, you can see the usage from the shop API. The shop API here, and you can query the promotion usage per customer, the count per identifier, etc., etc. We don't want to complexify this live stream, but you can go way further.
Maybe Sebastian, should we say a few words about inclusion and exclusion? Kind of, I saw that in the query that we were looking about targets earlier, triggers actually. There were this concept of exclusions because I mentioned it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what we try to do here is to make it as customizable as possible, and you can have some kind of you can have some kind of logic where you want to give a, I don't remember our example actually, do you? The goal was to say, okay, it would be in the target. You want to give 20% on everything, but you exclude, I mean, the SKU of this and this and this. So this is a way just to exclude something.
Yeah, exactly. I thought like even the simple scenario where you want to target a folder in Crystallize, as Sebastian said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you target all items in the folder, but you have this one very special item or a bunch of items that you don't want to discount them. So instead of like going the way where you pick what to discount, you can just add the folder and exclude the items. So this is just reverting the condition, but this makes it very easy to actually set the promotion and actually see what is targeting. So I think this is a good thing to start with the exclusions.
Yeah. Then we can remove that. So that would be triggered for everything in /shop, but not this one.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay, I got one question for you.
Yeah.
Can we apply 2 promotions to the cart? How that's going to work? Is it
exactly right? It's most likely you're gonna have more than one, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually the case when you have, for instance, the shipping cost for free. So let's have a look. Let's do this one. Let's combine this one and shipping cost. So we can do identifier, free shipping.
Okay.
Of course, I need a name. Shipping, and then mechanism. We discussed it earlier. We're gonna make it simple. Percentage. Have a train passing by. I hope you're not gonna hear it.
100.
We said 100%. So this, and we missed something here. We missed the target, right? It's only on the SKU that is shipping cost. Assuming that you have that. By the way, the shop API can receive SKU that don't exist in Crystallize to enable this kind of logic where you can have SKU that doesn't exist in Crystallize, like shipping cost. It might not be a product, but it might exist in your ERP or whatever. So Shop API is capable of that. And here we have 2 promotion. We just have 2 promotion. And the way the system is working, and we're going to just loop a promotion after another. So the order of promotion is important actually, but you have some flag. So see in the limitation, and again, we're going to have that in documentation. You can say, okay, can be combined with. So you can actually decide if this promotion can be combined with free shipping. So this is up to you. This is an example, or it could be cumulative discount. So this one is also going to be in the doc, of course, like everything, but this one is tricky. It means that because, again, we want to remove friction and make it simple. Most likely, it's going to work. What you want, even though you can disable that feature, it's if you have a promotion that is better than the catalog, you want to take it, right? If I have a code that gives me 50%, but in the catalog I have 20%, it's probably I need to get the 50%.
Yeah.
So the system is doing this by default. It's overriding by default, which means that it's not cumulative. So this is false by default. But you can say it's cumulative, which means that you get the 20% from the catalog, and then you get another 50%. Wow. So all those complexity has been managed, not all of them, but we did a big list of use case. We have a big list of use case. Please give us give us your use case. in the community or anywhere and you're playing with this, because we can add more if we didn't think about, because for sure this is unlimited, right? This is unlimited. It's you can invent promotion. So we can do a lot, we can do all, but if it makes sense for us, we will probably add it.
Yeah. And what's kind of it's important also to mention here is that you see here in the API, we have a bunch of options like that. We can adjust and fine tune and tailor the promotion the way that we want to use it. Soon enough, we're going to have also these options in the UI. As we said in the beginning, we started with just the basics that already cover a lot of use cases. But soon enough, we will add these options to the UI, which then will make it easier for people who don't have the API knowledge to use the promotion system as well.
Yeah. So it's pretty new. We did a lot of unit tests, but let us know if you see bugs as well, right? But most likely all calculation are going to be very useful for you, and it needs for you to use the Shop API, obviously. So I think we reviewed everything. I don't know. I don't have any other question. Yeah, I could have one question for you, Vasil. When do we have all those options?
Coming soon.
Now it's coming soon. But if you see this UI and if you just look at the GraphQL, it's nice to have the auto completion, but see how simpler it is here. For instance, here you can just when you edit the promotion, you can just exclude or include from here. So all the complexity of having another array has been managed under the hood by the team and by Vasil. So it's kind of cool. We're gonna add the coupon here, so you can do the coupon already, but we're gonna add more. Again, you will be able to add a custom SKU, because with Shop API you can have custom SKU, custom identifier, customer group, and everything. So it's coming. And also one more thing, actually, that was a question before. You can have an overlap with the Shop API, right? There is things that you can do both way, right? The 20% on everything can obviously be done just using price list. It will be visible in the catalog, and it will also be visible in the Shop API, right? So if you have a 20% discount on everything, you're going to get those 20% in here as a result in your cart. You're going to get it. And you can also do it at the promotion level only. So yes, we have some kind of overlap, but it makes sense to us because it's two different worlds, catalog and checkout process / cart.
And they work kind of on the same set of items. So why not getting the discount from there, getting the discount from there, and then, happy customers.
Exactly. As long as they get the discount, they're happy.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I think we can wrap this. Again, we have the community Slack that you can join if you have questions, if you want us to improve something. We are here to help, and talk to you soon for the next live stream. Thank you very much, Vasil.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.